All right, so here's Rusty. He was just sitting in the kennel. Rusty's got a little built-up energy, so he's still a puppy. But he's excited to go. That's really what it boils down to. So, one thing I haven't been doing is I guess I haven't been kind of showing you. Haven't been showing you, how we move the dogs around. And so there's kind of the way that the dogs learn is by association when the door is open. So when the door is open, the dog wants to go into that door. So that's kind of how we set them up to kind of go do in what areas that we want them to go into. Or we could put them on a leash. But it's nice to let them run around freely. It's much better than a leash if you don't have to. They're not going to get hurt. So, one thing I did want to mention, I don't think I've mentioned yet, is that both Rusty here and Bert, they're available for sale. So we're just starting these two dogs on birds, and I thought with up-and-coming puppies and just with training seminars that we would have loved to have that we never did, that this would probably be the best way to show our customers how we train our dogs. And so at least give them a resource, so that they have an idea of where their dog is at and what it's doing and the progression and being able to see it. I remember when I was younger and I was some of the first dogs that I trained, I would have never been able to see that. Just that little bit of progression and just like the daily of it. And I think what it definitely took is just to slow down. I think that's the biggest thing, is that you can't be in a hurry. You kind of have to just let the dog do what it's going to do. And then assess what it's doing and figure out a plan to correct what you don't want it to do. I mean, really, that's molding a young dog. And our dogs are bred from a little bit different cloth than a lot of them. I don't want a field trial type dog that just is crazy. I don't want it. It makes for aggressive dogs in the kennel. I've had them in the past and I don't care for them. So I changed the bird location. So he went to the bird location there and sniffed there. There was a bird there from earlier, but I changed it. So let's see what he can do. He's not afraid to get out and run. But Rusty's not going to be a big male. I think, 35 pounds at best. I think he's going to have some he's not a skinny dog. He's not a petite dog, but he's just going to be just a little ball of muscle. Kind of looks a little bit like Marty. He's ready for the big boy stuff. This one's on a hill, so it's not going to get on quite the scent like the other one did. trying not to dizzy that bird so much because I wanted it to fly and have him chase it like he did the last time. And it has to get a little bit harder for him. You know, we gotta make it just a little bit harder. It's okay if he doesn't find a bird. He knew that there's a bird out here. But Bert's bird flew to underneath there. So, oh, there it is. He found it. Hope I got that on camera. That was a pretty good stop. He just stopped, ran right on top of it and stopped. So, that a boy. But yeah, he definitely liked that. That a boy. Gotta get him out of the sun. That a boy. Good boy. Come on. He does listen really nice. So definitely get birdie. I think that we could definitely. I think he definitely needs to hunt it. I think, and for it just sitting underneath the bush like it did the first time, I don't think it's good for him. We want him to do kind of like what he did on this last run, but actually instead of kind of running on top of it, it'd been better if he kind of took the scent and controlled the scent a little bit, worked into the bird. You know, that's really ideally what we want to see, but he's definitely getting there. And he's a good searcher. He likes to search. So I like that, because this was not the dog that we had 2 days ago. This is a dog with 3 days out in the field. He's becoming a nice little hunt dog. So like I said, he's available. Bert's available. You can call or you can email. Probably is the best way to get a hold of me, is to email. And then we can follow that up with a call if you're interested. Yeah, he's got, I can't wait to see what he's gonna do after day 10. So anyway, I kind of wanted to walk everybody through my routine that I have, because I usually cut it short in the field because I don't want to bore anybody. But I think it's also important that you see how the dog works back, because I get a lot of customers that, you know, they're always asking about the commands that you have with the dog, and I really don't have any commands with the dog. I mean, I can blow the whistle and the dog comes to me, you know, and I haven't gotten to the point now where I'm going to leash him up, but I will, and we'll go through that when I put a collar on him. So you can see he's just coming with me. A lot of people are like, oh, the dog's going to just take off running or what have you. No, they don't. Not mine, anyway. They like me. It's not, and that's why I think sometimes we have to work at that prey drive a little bit, because I think it's more of a balanced prey drive in the dog to hunt, where it still is obedient and is going to listen to you, and not just it's so much prey drive that the dog only wants to hunt and go running out in the field when you're trying to come in. Hey. So no commands to come into the kennel. You know, I walked into the kennel myself, dog came in, pet the dog, positive reinforcement, that's it. And we'll just continue to do that. Pretty soon I'll just open the door and the dog will just go in the kennel because I've taught it how. But I've had to do the work and gone in there and showed them. But that's what it takes. All right, I'm gonna go plant a bird and then we'll take Bird out.